All right, some breaking news coming in. This is related to the Article 370 hearing which is happening in the Supreme Court. Now, the SG has made a very important point saying that the decision on the statehood of J&K will be made very soon. It will be made according to the Solicitor General by the 31st of August. That's a statement which the SG has given in the court. Remember, the hearing in the case is underway, and earlier the Supreme Court basically had asked the centre as to when a final decision will be taken when we speak of the UT status, the statehood status of Jammu and Kashmir. And now the SG has said that the status, the decision on the same will be taken by 31st of August. As of now, the SC says that Ladakh will remain a UT. So that's the latest news coming in. Harish is joining us live on the broadcast. Harish, over to you. Give us all the updates from the Supreme Court. The SC basically saying that a decision on J&K statehood possibly could be taken and conveyed to the court by the 31st of August.
Yes, that is right. But the biggest takeaway being that the Solicitor General Tushar Mehta for Centre saying that as of now, Ladakh's Union Territory status will remain permanent. At the same time, Jammu Kashmir statehood will also be restored very soon. But the timeline will be informed to the Supreme Court as to when, by when the statehood of the Jammu Kashmir will be restored from the status of Union Territory. That will be made known to the Supreme Court Constitution Bench on August 31st, and as far as till by when elections will be held, that will also be informed on August 31st. But as far as the holding of local body elections are concerned, Solicitor General Tushar Mehta has told the bench that the elections to the Ladakh Hill Council and also Kargil will be held in September. So all this has been informed by the Supreme Court, by the Solicitor General Tushar Mehta to the Supreme Court bench. Remember, before the lunch break, the Supreme Court had posed several questions to the Solicitor General as to can a parliament downgrade a state to a union territory? If so, from where do you draw the power? Number one. Number two, you yourself have said that the union territory status is temporary and statehood will be restored. If so, by when? Number three, most important question as to when will you hold elections in Jammu Kashmir? Remember, there are several petitions apart from challenging abrogation of Article 370, which have challenged bifurcation of the state into two union territories, that is Jammu Kashmir and Ladakh. They have sought a direction to the Election Commission to hold elections to the state, a restoration of democratic process as early as possible. So these queries from the bench came in response to these petitions, and now Solicitor General Tushar Mehta has made a very important point, that very important announcement for the first time, that UT status of Ladakh will remain permanent, but at the same time Jammu Kashmir will also be slowly restored to the statehood of Jammu Kashmir will be restored, but a timeline as to when, by when it will be done, will be made known on August 31st. And as far as election, that too will be made known to the Supreme Court on August 31st. But also said that election process is already on. Local body elections are already being held, and elections to the Ladakh Hill Council and Kargil will be held in next month, that is September. So remember, apart from abrogation of Article 370, several petitions, as I said, have challenged the of the state to union territories. So these questions and answers came in related to those petitions. Back to you.
Well, absolutely, and the Supreme Court had sought a timeline from the centre as far as restoring of the status to the Jammu and Kashmir, is concerned.